So I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, I live at my friend's house. Like, I got money here. This is cool. I get a letter. Hey, Black Belt Videos wants to buy your videos. And I'm like, okay, cool. So they send me a check for 10 grand. So I'm like, dude,
Rich.
What? And then Black Belt Video put it all over, renamed it. It was still my picture. And there was Ultimate Striking, and then Muay Thai with Razor Rob, and it was like an instructional VHS tape, then it was DVD. And at this part, we haven't even talked about the part where I'm at the LA Boxing, and this dude, I start getting sponsors now. So people are like, hey, bro, like, you need gloves and stuff? I'm like, yeah. They're like, hey, dude, you get these gloves. And I'm like, oh, thanks. The guy who asked me to teach the class, he goes, hey, bro, here's $20. He goes, hey, dude, this guy has a company called Muay Thai Products. Mike Nolte. He goes, Mike will probably sponsor you. And I'm like, cool. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. He'll give you gear. Oh, okay, cool. Gets me a pair of shorts that say Razor on the front. So that's how I get the nickname. He throws it to me one day. Goes, hey, I open up the box. I have that first fight.
Yeah.
It says Razor. And I'm like, oh, dude, Razor Rob. And I'm like, I like it, dude. That's kind of cool. All right. So that's how I got the name. That's how it stuck. He's like, bro, you're always hitting the bag, like, trying to kill it. Like you got razor sharp kicks. And I was like, okay, cool.
There it is.
So that's how I got that one. Just kind of started from there, and it was like, all right.
So your first exposure, Brazilian, what was it called? The first
Brazilian martial arts.
Brazilian martial arts. You did a gi class, clever.
Yep.
You are kind of going back and forth, primarily cardio kickboxing is kind of the foundation.
Well, whoever's giving me a ride, I'm getting lunch. I'm in their car training.
We're training, whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
So when does gi jiu-jitsu get into this whole mix?
So the guy who says, Corey, who goes, hey man, you want to go Brazilian martial arts? That's where I train at. And I go, yeah. He does gi jiu-jitsu. The jiu-jitsu there is gi. There was no gi. There wasn't no such thing as no gi at this point.
Right.
It was, you're doing MMA and they're hitting each other. So we're doing gi jiu-jitsu. He is like the cool guy around town, right? Has all the cool stuff, parties. He's the dude. He's older than everybody too. He's like a Puerto Rican dude, has no hair, and he's like, he's jacked. And you're like, all right. He's like hanging out with us though, so I'm like, all right, he's older than us, whatever. I remember we went to party in LA one night. I slept on his couch. I wake up and he throws me a gi. He goes, hey dude, he's a blue belt, so I think this dude's like a ninja at this point, because this is the 90s, and I'm like, dude, this guy's a blue belt in jiu-jitsu? I don't even know what jiu-jitsu is. And he's like, hey bro, put this on. I want to do some moves. So we're on his carpet. I'm like, all right, cool. I put on a gi. He's like, doing arm bars.
After an LA club, okay.
Yes, on his like carpet in his house. I'm like, oh yeah, cool, yeah, no, that works. Yeah, I think you're breaking my arm. So I'm like, I'm doing it, and then I start doing the stand-up. I love the stand-up. I'm gravitating towards it. It's more of a cardiovascular thing. I'm a runner, so at this point, like, this is my thing. I did wrestle, though, so that was a caveat. Tito's at the gym. I'm sparring with Tito, and I'm sparring with all these dudes, and I'm taking it to them because they have no stand-up. Right. So I'm like, bro, okay, cool, thanks. Well, now Tito starts winning fights. Tito wins the belt. Now all these dudes, Randy Couture, Chuck Liddell, Matt Lindland, dude, everybody you could think of that's in MMA, Rampage, they're all coming to our gym to train, and they're bringing their camps. So now I'm still just the stand-up guy. I'm getting to train with all these dudes on the side.
Wow.
Here's the thing that like got me to think about why I got into it is, you ever go to a gym and there's like a bunch of like grapplers, and they're like looking at you, and you can tell they have messed up ears.
Right.
And they kind of like, they're like stocky dudes. And you got like stand-up dudes, and they're like got cuts on them, and they're like, and everyone has got this smug look like, I'll kick your ass. And there was like no, yeah, I think it's like, I'll knock that guy out. Yeah, I'll choke that guy. Well, I didn't want to be the guy who was like, oh, I can't do one or the other. So I was like, I'll fucking train with all you guys. I was like, sure. So I'm getting my ass kicked by these grappler dudes, and I was like, all right. And I could hit a sit out and a Granby roll. So I was like, I was hard to hold on to.
Right.
So that was one part, and they're like, who the fuck is this dude? So dudes are like, yeah, giving it to me. Hey, I got qualified like as a white belt. Like, ah. But it was fun. And then Tito said, bro, we got to get you in the cage. It was called No Holds Barred. It wasn't called MMA. It's called No Holds Barred. And I go, yeah. And he's like, bro, it's going to be the sport of the future. I'm like, there was guys in it that were coming to our gym, and a lot of them were like dudes fresh out of prison. They were fighting each other and training, and they were like all juiced up. And I'm like, I don't really see this